Your grocery bill went up. Your Amazon order cost more. Your car payment jumped. You didn't buy anything different. You didn't change anything. Something else changed, and nobody told you what it was. There is a word in the news every single day right now: tariff. You have heard it 100 times. It sounds like a policy word, a government word, something that happens in Washington and stays in Washington. It doesn't stay in Washington. It shows up in your supermarket. It shows up in your Amazon cart. It shows up in your car payment. And most people have no idea why their bills are higher. I am going to show you exactly why. In numbers. Your numbers. A tariff is a tax. Not a tax on you directly. A tax on stuff coming into the country. When a company brings in goods from another country, they pay a tax to the government at the border. That sounds fine, until you realize what happens next. That company paid more to bring the product in. They are not going to eat that cost. You are. It shows up in the price tag every single time. Economists at the University of Chicago surveyed their peers. 98% agreed the consumer pays the tariff. Not China, not Mexico. You, at the checkout, every week. Let's talk about your grocery bill first, because this is where you feel it most. Garlic, mostly imported from China. Avocados, Mexico. Olive oil, Europe. Tomatoes, Mexico. Frozen shrimp, Asia. Coffee, Central America. Every single one of those now costs more to bring into the country. US grocery prices rose roughly 5% in the past year. That sounds small. Average American household spends around $900 a month on groceries. 5% of $900 is $45 a month. $540 a year, just on food. For buying the exact same things you always bought. Nothing changed on your end. Everything changed at the border. Now let's talk about online shopping. Electronics, clothes, kitchen items, phone accessories, kids' toys. The majority of what you buy on Amazon comes from overseas, most of it from China. Chinese imports now face some of the highest tariff rates. Those costs do not disappear. The seller passes them to Amazon. Amazon passes them to you. A product that cost $20 last year might cost $24 or $25 this year. Same product, same quality, same everything. Different price, different border tax. Average American household spends around $1,400 a year on Amazon. A 15% price increase across the board is $210 a year. Gone. For clicking the exact same buttons you always clicked. Now the one that really hurts. Your car. The average new car in America has parts sourced from dozens of countries. Canada, Mexico, Germany, Japan, South Korea. Every single one of those now faces higher tariffs. Car manufacturers do not absorb that cost. They pass it to the dealership. The dealership passes it to you. The average new car price has risen significantly. Even used car prices went up, because when new cars cost more, everyone holds onto their used car longer. Less supply, higher prices. You cannot win either way. Car insurance also went up, because repair parts cost more, because those parts are imported, because tariffs hit those parts too. One tax at the border ripples through everything you own and everything you drive. Let me add this up for you properly. Groceries, $540 extra a year. Online shopping, $210 extra a year. Car costs and insurance, estimate conservatively $200 extra a year. Clothing, electronics, household goods, another $100. That is over $1,000 a year. Gone. From a family that did not change a single spending habit, did not upgrade anything, did not make a single bad decision. Just lived the same life they lived last year. And it cost them $1,000 more to do it. The Peterson Institute for International Economics estimated tariffs lower income for average American households significantly. Lower income households feel it the hardest, because a higher percentage of their paycheck goes to essentials: food, household goods, transportation. Exactly the things hit hardest by tariffs. The people with the least pay the most. Nobody put that in the headline. So what do you actually do about this? You cannot control tariff policy. You cannot vote the price of garlic down. But you can make decisions that offset the damage. First, buy in bulk on non-perishables before prices rise further. Rice, pasta, canned goods, cooking oil, coffee. These items will continue to rise. Buying more today is buying at yesterday's prices. Second, look at where products are made. Domestic alternatives exist for more products than you think. They are not always cheaper, but they are not tariff affected. The price is the price. Third, your emergency fund just became more important than it was a year ago because everything costs more. And when something breaks, that repair costs more too. 3 to 6 months of expenses, high-yield savings account. Build it now, not next quarter. Fourth, if you were going to buy a car anyway, buy before prices move higher. The tariff situation is not resolved. Prices are not coming down in the near term. Waiting costs money too. Here is what nobody is talking about clearly. The price increases you are seeing right now are not random. They are not inflation recovering. They are not your grocery store being greedy. They are predictable, traceable, mathematical. A tax was placed at the border. That tax traveled through every supply chain, and it landed quietly in your weekly shop, in your Amazon cart, in your car payment, over $1,000 a year from an average family, without a single headline that said your name. Now you know where it came from. Now you know what to do about it. The tariff is beautiful, apparently. Your wallet disagrees.